Hello everyone! I hope you're all excited for this 1-hour mega compilation of TNF adventures. First up, we got 3 music videos of me and my friends getting into all sorts of accidents. It's gonna be a lot of fun, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. It's not just music videos where we can get into accidents, but in small stories as well. One day, Gordon was at the station waiting for a signal to change, but he didn't know that the signal was broken. Silly signal, I'm going to be late if it doesn't change soon. As soon as he said that, the signal changed and Gordon was off. But then, the signal went down again. Gordon didn't know that Henry was on the same line. Whoa! Oh no! Whoa! The two big engines laid on the ground in a big mess. One day, Nia was on her way to the timber yard to deliver some fuel for the machinery. But then, she had to stop at a red signal. Oh dear, I can't be waiting at a red signal. I have a deadline to keep. I guess it's okay if I do it just this once. And so Nia went past the red signal. Up ahead, there was a goods train, but Nia didn't know about it. Oh no! Ah! The goods train was smashed into pieces. Stanley was most surprised, while Nia laid in the rubble. One day, Thomas was shuffling down the line with his two coaches, Annie and Clarabelle, when he saw Percy in a siding. Hello, Thomas. Where are you heading today? I'm off to the old bridge, Percy. I wouldn't go on it if I were you, Thomas. It's under repair right now. I'm sure it's okay, Percy. I'll just go and have a little look. And so Thomas chuffed away. Be careful, Thomas. Thomas was even more excited as he went to the old bridge, but what he didn't know that a big track piece was missing. Oh no! Soon Percy arrived with the breakdown train. I did warn you, Thomas, but you didn't listen. Thomas was too embarrassed to reply. One day, Gordon and Spencer decided to have a race to see who was the fastest. I will beat you, Spencer. We'll see about that, Gordon. James was there to start the race. On your marks, get set, go! And the two engines were off. They raced down the line, a little too fast. Further up, they didn't know that the double track had ended and Toby had derailed on a set of points. They were all off the tracks and laid on the ground. One day, Thomas was delivering a train full of coal to Ellsbridge Station, but he had to get over Gordon's Hill. It was hard work, but Thomas managed. When he reached the top of the hill, he stopped. But the trucks had other ideas. Go on, they yelled, and they bumped Thomas down the hill. Oh, I can't stop, he cried. At the bottom of the hill, there was disaster. Salty was waiting at a red signal with a fuel tanker. Look out, cried Thomas, but it was too late. It was a huge mess. Sorry, Salty, said Thomas. Yar, that's all right, matey. Accidents happen sometimes, replied Salty. One day, Theo was delivering a train full of coal to the steelworks. It was hard work, but he kept on going. Almost there, said Theo, as he went over the old bridge. Soon he arrived at the steelworks where Merlin was waiting. Right on time, well done, Theo. But then there was trouble. An old coupling snapped, and the trucks rolled away. Oh no, cried Theo. Don't worry, Theo, I'll chase them, said Merlin, and he raced after them. Ha ha! Thought you could get away, didn't you? But then, the bridge started to wobble. And then... It was a ginormous mess. Luckily, no one was hurt, but Merlin was terribly damaged. But luckily for Merlin, James arrived. Oh my goodness! Merlin, are you okay? I don't think so, James. Could you please go and get help? Don't worry, I'm on it. And James raced away. Soon James came back with the breakdown train, and he took Merlin to the steamworks to be repaired. One day, Gordon was asked to take a trainload of trucks to the docks. While he waited, he watched Thomas shunt his train. Watch out with these trucks, Gordon. They're in a bad mood today, so take care of them. Pah, I know how to take care of trucks, little Thomas. Okay, I was just warning you. Anyways, I'm gonna go and do something fun with Percy. See you later, and Thomas raced away. Gordon was soon coupled up to the train, and off he went. The journey was going well. Then he met Henry in a siding and decided to chat with him for a bit. There's a sharp bend up ahead, Gordon, so do be careful when you go around it. Ugh, first Thomas tells me what to do, and now you, Henry. Anyways, I must get going now, so I'll see you later. Okay, don't say I didn't warn you. Gordon was starting to go a little too fast. Then he noticed how sharp the bend was. He tried to slow down, but the trucks pushed him. Then it all happened at once. Gordon was off the rails and was ashamed of himself. Soon Thomas arrived with the breakdown train. Me and Henry tried to warn you, but you didn't listen. Gordon was too ashamed to reply. I can't believe it. One accident after another. What is this railway coming to? Well, it's like they say, accidents will happen, even if it's out of our own stupidity. Ha ha, aren't you a wise and funny engine, James? James may not be wise, Gordon, but he certainly is a hero. Aw, thanks, Merlin. If there's anything you need help with, James, be sure to let me know. But you'll be here for a while, Merlin. Well, I like to stay and chat, but I have a good train to take now. See you all later. Ooh, I can help you with that, James. Merlin, wait. You still need to be repaired. No time for that, sir. James needs my help. Merlin, wait. Oh, dear. Good try, sir. Next in our 1-hour compilation, we got 3 small remakes of episodes, starring me.
Gordon was cross and didn't care what he did. He waited till the table was halfway round. I'll show them, he hissed. He moved slowly forward to jam the table, but he couldn't stop himself and slithered into a ditch. Whoosh! He hissed. Get me out! Get me out! Not a hope, said his driver and fireman. You're stuck, you silly great engine. Don't you understand that?
Gordon was looking forward to seeing Spencer. Run out of water? He teased. Yes, snapped Spencer. I must have a leaky tank. Perhaps, smiled Gordon. But we'd better hurry. Everyone is waiting. Gordon switched to Spencer's line and was coupled up. Then they set off. See, said Gordon, we're right on time. Spencer was embarrassed. What do you think of Spencer now? Whispered Thomas. Too much puff and not enough steam. Well done, said the Fat Controller. You're the fastest engine on Sodor. I know that, muttered Gordon. Gordon squeaked and rattled and knocked all the way to Brendan Docks. Salty and Henry were surprised. They had never heard an engine make such awful noises.
Sounds like another steamy ready for the scrapyard,
sneered Diesel. But Gordon didn't care about Diesel. He had made good time and the children would catch their boat. I made it, he cried proudly. Thank you, Gordon, shouted the children happily. I knew you could do it, said the Fat Controller, but why haven't you been to the repair yard? The repair yard? Gasped Gordon. You have been making lots of noises, said the Fat Controller. You need to have your engine looked at. So you're not going to scrap me? Asked Gordon. Scrap Gordon, boomed the Fat Controller. The fastest engine on Sodor. Who would pull the express? Gordon beamed with pride. Gordon spent the next day having his pistons polished, his axles greased, and his wheels well and truly oiled. At last, he didn't make any more funny noises. Gordon was as good as new, and he felt even better.
And now, a small video about me in my original black livery. This next video is very special as we celebrate 5 years of our most popular video. Enjoy! Good morning, everyone.
Morning, Thomas.
So, you guys know what day it is today? Monday? Well, yes. But do you know what special day it is today? Let's see. Is it your birthday? No. Does it have something to do with me? No. Is it about me pulling the express? No. Oh, I know. Is it Toby's birthday? No! Guys, it's no one's birthday. Well, maybe somewhere, but not here. Then what's so special about today? Today marks the 5th anniversary of our most popular video. Oh yeah! TNF Adventure is getting into accidents. Wow, that video's 5 years old now? I can't believe it's been that long. Yes, indeed. And I have a question. Why wasn't I in the video? Because you weren't around. And you weren't around for 2 and 3. Well, can I be in the next one? I don't think we're gonna do another one. Especially since number 3 didn't perform very well. I'm kinda shocked that I didn't get a lot of views, like the first one, or even the second one. Well, can we at least do a 4th one? In case it might do very well? Yeah, we're not doing a 4th one. You'll be laughing on the other side of your boilers soon, silly steamies. No! Ah! Ouch. So, how many views does the video have now? The video has this many views. Wow, that is really impressive. Indeed. I think once that video hits 10 million views, we do something extra special. I couldn't agree more, Gordon. I think we should do a full-length movie about me. Haha. No, James. If you guys decide to make a movie, could I be in it? Of course you can, Ned. The more the merrier. And now we get to the good part. The fourth music video that features me, Diesel.
Thrills and spills on the railway, it's a life of happiness. But sometimes impatience can lead to carelessness. Some think they are smart cats, and some just know it all. But sooner or later, we all find out that accidents happen now and again. Just when you least expect, just when you think that life is okay, fate comes to collect. Accidents happen now and again when people or trains get smart. If you don't concentrate on the thing that you're doing, accidents will happen just like that. Your best laid plans can turn upside down if you get too confident. Sometimes you will slip and slide if that's lady luck's intent. One minute you're running and the next you're on the ground. But please remember, whatever the weather, you must take care, 'cause accidents happen now and again. Sometimes just by chance, you gotta pick yourself up and dust yourself down, put it down to experience. Accidents happen now and again. Just don't take it all too hard. If you don't concentrate on the thing that you're doing, accidents will happen just like that. The warning signs are there for us to see most of the time, but sometimes we take chances, ignore the danger signs. Fate can surprise you with no reason or rhyme. Make sure you learn your lesson, you'll know better next time. Accidents happen now and again, just when you least expect, just when you think that life is okay, fate comes to collect. Accidents happen now and again when people or trains get smart. If you don't concentrate on the thing that you're doing, accidents will happen just like that. Accidents happen now and again, sometimes just by chance. You gotta pick yourself up and dust yourself down, put it down to experience. Accidents happen now and again, just don't take it all too hard. If you don't concentrate on the thing that you're doing, whatever you're doing is not what you're thinking. Accidents, incidents, accidents happen just like
Instead of accidents, how about we look at some slice of life footage about us engines working on Sodor? This next video is very special as it shows me working in my early days when I was first built. Ahoy mateys! Get ready because these next stories are about to get very scary as our friends come face to face with ghost engines. Those were some scary videos, weren't they? Luckily, our next video is a lot more relaxing, so please enjoy. That was good, but I think you're all gonna love our next video, as it's a story about me where I help out Thomas. Now enjoy the show. There was a new house being built, and it was going to be made completely out of joby wood. Thomas, Percy, and Spencer were at Maithwaite Station when the Fat Controller arrived. I need you three to go to the docks to pick up the logs of joby wood for the new house. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Very well, then. Spencer wanted to take passengers instead of logs, but he knew he had to do what the Fat Controller asked him. When they arrived at the docks, they coupled up to their trucks and they puffed away. Spencer followed behind. On his way, Spencer had to stop at a signal. As he waited, Gordon rushed by with the express. I wish I was pulling a passenger train. Spencer dropped off his train of joby wood, and then he went to a siding for a rest. He was resting peacefully when... Help me! I can't stop! I must help Thomas. The signalman heard about the runaway train, and he switched Thomas onto the runaway line. Ouch. Thomas, are you alright? I think so. Don't worry, I'll get you out of there. Spencer took the unhurt trucks away and then came back with a crane to help Thomas. Thank you for helping me, Spencer. That's alright, Thomas. But why were you taking so many trucks? Percy broke down, so I told him I would take his trucks for him. But as you can see, it didn't go very well. Spencer felt bad for Thomas. How about I take your trucks for you? That way, all the joby wood would be delivered to the new house. That would be great. Thanks again, Spencer. So Spencer went to the docks and picked up the last train of joby wood. He delivered the logs safe and sound. Well done, Spencer. Thanks to your help, the new house will be finished in no time. The Duke and Duchess of Boxford will be very proud of you. Hearing that made Spencer feel like a really useful engine. Our next video shows our most popular video reaching 9.4 million views, and a very famous race car makes a guest appearance. Hey Thomas, I have some very exciting news for you. Oh? What is it, Gordon? Our most popular video just reached 9.4 million views. Really? That's fantastic, Gordon. It took a while, but it finally reached it. Yes, indeed. Just 600k views to go before we reach 10 million views. You know, I've been thinking, since the video is going at a very slow rate, why don't we do something special for when it reaches 9.5 million views? That's a great idea, Gordon. But what can we do to celebrate 9.5 million views? Let me see. Maybe I can help. Next on our 1-hour compilation, the Duck and Diesel Trilogy, with illustrations by Marvel Comics. Duck is very proud of being Great Western. He is always talking about it, but he works hard too and makes everything go like clockwork in the yard. There are 2 ways of doing things, Duck told the other engines. The Great Western way or the wrong way. I'm Great Western. The other engines groaned. They were glad when a visitor purred smoothly into the yard. Here is Diesel, said the Fat Controller. He needs to learn. Please teach him, Duck. He's on trial. Good morning, purred Diesel in an oily voice. Pleased to meet you, Duck. Is that James and Henry and Gordon too? Such famous engines. I'm delighted. The silly engines were flattered. He has very good manners, they murmured. We are very pleased to have him in our yard. Duck had his doubts. Come on, he said. Diesel purred after Duck, talking hard. Your worthy Sir Topham Hatt thinks I need to learn. He is mistaken. We Diesels know everything. We're revolutionary. Oh, said Duck. If you are a perhaps you would collect my trucks while I go fetch Gordon's coaches. Diesel, delighted to show off, purred away. When Duck returned, Diesel was trying to take some old trucks from a siding. They had not been touched for a long time. Diesel found them very hard to move. Pull! Push! Backwards! Forwards! Oh we! We can't! We won't! Groaned the trucks. Duck watched with interest. Diesel was losing his patience. Grrr! He roared. With a great heave, jerked the trucks forward. Oh! They screamed. Some of their brakes snapped and jammed in the sleepers. Grrr! Roared Diesel. Ho ho! Chuckled Duck. He ran quickly around to collect the other trucks. Thank you, Diesel. I must go now, he said. Don't you want these? Asked Diesel. No, thank you, said Duck. Diesel gulped. Why didn't you tell me? You never asked, said Duck. Besides, you're a rebel whatever. Diesel had to help the workmen clear the mess. He hated it. The trucks laughed and sang. Trucks are waiting in the yard, tackling them with easel. Show the world what I can do, gaily boasted Diesel. In and out he creaks about like a big black weasel. When he pulls the wrong trucks out, pop goes the diesel. Diesel, the new engine, was sulking. The trucks kept saying rudely to him. Duck was horrified. Shut up, he ordered, and he bumped them hard. I'm sorry, Diesel. Diesel was still furious. It's your fault, he said. You made them laugh at me. Nonsense, said Henry. We engines never talk to trucks about our differences. That would be disgraceful, said Gordon. Disgusting, said James. Despicable, finished Henry. But Diesel hated Duck. He made a plan to tell lies about him. Next day, he spoke to the trucks. I see that you like jokes. Duck told me a good joke about Gordon. Let me whisper it. Don't tell him I told you, he snickered. Ha ha ha, guffled the trucks. Gordon will be cross. Let's tell him and pay Duck for bumping us. They laughed rudely at the engines as they went by. Soon the engines heard what Diesel had told the trucks. Disgraceful, said Gordon. Disgusting, said James. Despicable, said Henry. We cannot allow it. They consulted together. Fancy Duck saying those things about us, they said. Duck was tired. The trucks had been cheeky. He wanted to rest in the shed. The 3 engines barred Duck's way. Whoosh! Keep out, they hissed. Stop fooling, said Duck. I'm tired. So are we, hissed the engines. Tired of you. We like Diesel. We don't like you, they hiss. You tell tales about us to the trucks. I don't. You do. I don't. You do. The Fat Controller came out. Duck called me a galloping sausage, splurred Gordon. Rusty red scrap iron, hissed James. I'm old square wheels, fumed Henry to the Fat Controller. Well, Duck, asked the Fat Controller, trying not to laugh himself. I only wish that I thought of those names myself, sir, said Duck. Duck made trucks laugh at us, the engine said. Did you? Asked the Fat Controller. Certainly not, sir, said Duck. No steam engine would do that. Diesel lurked up. Diesel, what do you say? Asked the Fat Controller. I'm sorry, sir, but I know nothing, said Diesel. I see, said the Fat Controller. Diesel hoped he didn't. I'm sorry, Duck, but you must go to Edward Station for a while, said the Fat Controller. Duck trundled sadly away, while Diesel smirked in triumph. Duck the Great Western Engine puffed sadly into Edward Station. It's not fair, he said. Diesel has been telling lies about me. Everyone thinks I'm horrid. Edward smiled. I know you aren't, and so does the Fat Controller, he said. You wait and see. Why don't you help me with my trucks? They set to work at once. Duck felt happier with Edward. The trucks were very silly, heavy, and noisy. The 2 engines had to work hard all afternoon. At last, they reached the top of the hill. Goodbye, whistled Duck, and rode gently over to the other line. Duck loved coasting downhill. Suddenly, he heard a loud whistling sound. Peep, peep! Some trucks had broken away and were chasing Duck down the hill. Chase him! Bump him! Throw him off the rails! They yelled. Hurry, Duck! Said the driver. They raced past Edward Station, but the trucks were catching up. As fast as we can, then they'll catch us gradually, said the driver. Oh, glory! Look at that! James was just pulling out from their line from the station ahead. Any minute there could be a crash. Duck put all his weight and steam against the trucks. It's too late, groaned Duck, veering into a siding where a barber had set up shop. He was shaving a customer. There was a crash, as part of the wall caved in. Beg pardon, sir, gasped Duck. Excuse my intrusion. I won't, said the barber. I'll teach you to fry my customers. He lathered poor Duck's face all over. Thomas was helping to pull the trucks away when the Fat Controller arrived. I do not like engines popping through my walls, the barber fumed. I see how you feel, but you must know that this engine and his crew have prevented a serious accident, said the Fat Controller. It was a very close shave. Oh, excuse me, said the barber. He washed Duck's face with water. I didn't know you were being a brave engine. That's all right, said Duck. Neither did I. I'm proud of you, said the Fat Controller. And when you are properly washed and mended, you are coming home. Do you mean the yard, sir? Asked Duck. But they don't like me. They like Diesel. Not now, said the Fat Controller. I never believed Diesel, so I sent him packing. The engines are sorry. They want you back. Next up, we're going to take a look at some mall trains in action. And now, for some relaxing footage of us engines working at night. We hope you all enjoyed this very special compilation and look forward to what we have coming in hopefully the near future. But we have one more video for you guys, and that video is a very early teaser trailer for when our most popular video reaches 10 million views. So please enjoy. Thank you for watching to the very end. Be sure to check out this video and help it reach 10 million views.